Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, Jeff. I do. Why? That's weird. Mm. Oh, I'm wearing my headset today, but I don't know that. Why would that happen? Make that do that. What's that? Oh yeah, it was a while ago. Forgot. Mm. Yeah, yep. But it was like 3 weeks ago. Mhm. Yeah, sure does. I don't. Dune. Oh yeah, with Adam Sandler and that big spider thing. Was it good? Yeah, I watched the preview or whatever. And I was like, I don't yeah. Uh-oh. Patricia can't hear you. I'm just talking to myself. Yeah, Craig says I'm talking to myself. Yeah, especially when we're talking about a movie. Jeff was telling me that he just watched Spaceman. That would be a hilarious side of the story to hear. Good morning, Patricia and Craig. I hear Jeff just fine. For some reason. Yeah.
You're
Taking
taking up
over.
all our talk? I fixed your
Yep.
audio though too.
It's funny. I listened, but I only heard you're back.
Yeah, I know. I can see.
I heard I heard myself talking, and so I was like, "Oh, that's good enough." Because it's always me that's non-audioed.
You know,
Anyway,
I think that's why we have such a surge of viewers right at the beginning. Is because they just want to tune in to see how we start our show. Like, are they gonna like they're probably got like some side bets. We probably got like some MGM betting going on or something or whatever those
probably.
bet places are. You can tell I know
True.
what they are. Like, I
Yeah,
don't even know the names.
clearly.
So, like, you got like some kind of parlay. I hear him use the word parlay. I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Just from what I've seen in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yeah, it's like a dual thing maybe.
No, it's a
No.
conversation where nobody gets killed, right? Like,
Oh, see,
hey,
I had it as opposite. It's like a dual fighting one on one.
that's
So
awful.
it's like a white flag conversation.
I think so. It's been a long time since
It's
I've
so that
seen
you
two.
can discuss the happenings
Yeah, like,
without having to
hey,
worry
can
about getting your throat slashed.
yeah. Yep,
Hmm.
I, from my understanding, from what I remember Keira Knightley saying, I don't remember her character's name.
Yeah, but the Spaceman movie, I don't know.
Oh, you made it sound like it was good.
No,
You're not sure?
no,
Oh,
I don't know. It's definitely not one of Adam Sandler's recent good movies. I mean, he's had some really good movies lately. Like
hmm.
Uncut Gems, that was pretty good. Um, what was the other one? The basketball one where he's the agent. That one was amazing.
I haven't seen an Adam Sandler movie in years.
Then if you want some
No
good,
particular reason.
yeah, no, if you start back on some Adam Sandler, I would. Do you like basketball at all?
I've never watched it before.
Not necessarily. Like, let me ask the
I've
question
played
a different way.
horse.
Do you hate basketball?
No.
Okay, then watch. I would go his basketball movie, Hustler, or something like that. The Hustle maybe. Um, I'd start there, and then the next one I'd watch is Uncut Gems after that, and that's all you gotta do. Because I mean, if you want something light and funny, his murder mysteries aren't too bad, right? Him and Jennifer Aniston,
Oh, yeah.
those are okay. I mean,
I
that's
did
that's
see
the
that.
lighter, regular
Mm.
Adam Sandler you would be a little more used to. But I don't know, he's gotten a little. Oh, and then Hubie Halloween, that was a really good one. That was cute.
I do remember when that came out. That seemed really silly, but it also looked cute and funny.
It was
So,
the
yeah.
Halloween one, and then I put that one third. I'd say the Halloween one's good, but the murder mystery ones are just they're good banter, funny. But yeah, those other two, The Hustle and Uncut Gems, a lot of people talk about it and for rightful reason. Like comes up on a lot of different podcasts. Uncut Gems does, but then
Hmm.
The Hustle's a slightly newer one. But they're his, serious act inside, which he can act. It's very interesting. It's like a whole different side. So I
I know
watched that.
it's weird when you see him do like his old stuff when he starts doing the voice and stuff and being all weird, and it's hilarious because I mean that's how he was all the time, and then he started doing other things. I don't know. I do like him. I do like him a lot. It's me not watching his movies has nothing to do with that. I just
No, no, but I was
I'm
suggesting
just
some
a sad
dramas,
person. So
non-actions,
I'm just kidding.
not too actiony.
I like action movies.
No, no, that's what I'm
I like
saying. These aren't very
oh
actiony. Like they're
no,
they're more dramas, but they're
gotcha.
really interesting stories.
I actually the speaking of action, I watched Everything Everywhere All at Once
Oh, that was the other one
the
I
other
watched
day.
last night.
It was so good. I
You liked
loved
it?
it.
So then,
Yeah.
if you liked that, see, now you have to, not you have to, but you should go watch Spaceman right away as your next movie. Because I started with
They go well
Spaceman,
together.
and then I went to Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. It's a very interesting combo of movies.
Mhm.
They're
Yeah.
both of them focus inward. They are almost identical movies, if you really, in a way.
Interesting.
It's really weird. But then it's kind of like Gravity too,
Gotcha.
where you're just alone with yourself out in space.
Yeah,
And
that's kind of where I was. I think I was thinking more of it being like Gravity.
hmm
That's interesting. Okay.
yep. And it's oh, I lost complete audio? No, it just says we lost audio. That's weird. Huh. That one is actually the better of the two. That's why. If you have to
Yeah.
choose two, you already watched the better of the two, but you should watch the other one now because you'll be like, ah, I get what Jeff's
I
talking
see.
about.
All right. I'll be
But
brave and I'll
it's boring.
try
It's just boring.
it.
That's all. It's a boring version of the other one. The other one's action. So if you want more psychological, slow paced, like you're sitting in a psychologist's office, watch Spaceman. If you want the same thing where they analyze, basically you're analyzing yourself, but you want some fighting, watch everything everywhere all at
And
once.
it's a I really like Michelle Yeoh, and I have for years, and so getting to see her do like so much different stuff and be like all these different people, and I love all the color and the it was a lot. I mean, it's all the Netflix movies are clearly Netflix movies. Like they're pretty compact, you know, a lot of information in a short amount of time. They're just like you've heard enough. Let's go on to the next scene. But besides that, I really liked it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, Craig, Netflix, all this is good old Netflix. Netflix had
No,
refreshed a few, but I don't know, it's not enough to come back quite yet. You need a little more. But if you go on the whole everything I just mentioned, I mean that's a nice little chunk of stuff. And they do have some shows, but you're right, it's very Netflixy. Everything's compact, tied up, and nice bow.
Yeah.
But again, they are putting up quantity and they're
Yeah.
decent quality.
Yeah. I agree. Like the acting was good. I loved Jamie Lee Curtis in that movie. I was just like I said, I love actually everybody in it was really good.
I didn't
But
like
Jamie,
the hot dog finger people.
no, it was weird for
It
sure.
was every time they
But
went to that scene, it was just like,
too much. And they're
yeah, I
like, I
couldn't deal
can't
with
do
it.
that.
I liked her daughter. Her daughter's was
Yeah,
that take was interesting.
yeah, I liked it. I thought I liked it too. Yeah,
All
there's
right,
some good
so what
movies
do we
out there.
got? We're just gonna movie review all the time.
We can.
We
We could
can.
be one of those channels instead.
Well, then we
Then
should
we
have
just
some
watch
pictures and
things.
clips of movies. We could, but I don't think our taste is gonna appeal to this audience. Grandma,
Yeah, maybe
mom,
we can
dad,
review Pride
everybody.
and Prejudice.
I don't know. Review Pride and Prejudice. I don't think they're into that either. I wouldn't be.
What? There's like five of them. Somebody will be interested in one of them for sure.
Oh, Brooke's watching Netflix shows without you? She's got access to Netflix, but you don't? That's poor suffering.
I've been watching a lot of HBO too. I for some reason I can't get rid of it because I love Howl's Moving Castle and I've watched it way too many times. And I was thinking about it, I'm like it'd probably be cheaper just to buy the movie on Prime than keep my well, it would absolutely be cheaper to buy it on Prime than keep my subscription. But I'm just that lazy. I'm like, but there's other things that I might watch for.
Yeah, I don't know if I haven't been watching any HBO stuff, so that one hasn't ever came into my possession very long. Every time it's a hassle to mess with it. Like I gotta enter in a password or do something.
Yeah.
Because it's not my account, so it doesn't ever stay or something. It must be what people have to do that use my accounts or used to use my accounts. They've went and shut all that shit down, or stuff down.
Yeah.
Hey, once Netflix did it, everybody's done
Yeah.
it.
Yep. They're like, if they can do it, I can do it too.
Brooks an account collector. Nobody has Netflix anymore. They yell at you if you try to log in from somewhere else. You gotta do it with your phone. You gotta like scan it and then it works for a few days. Disney's locking down. I just saw them announcing it. Theirs is coming down at the end of the month or April or something. They're shutting it down. They're doing basically everybody implemented the same system. I'm guessing. I guess there's probably some software company out there that has a
Figured
decent
it out.
product. Well, they probably always could figure it out, but now they can do it well, and they probably have it cheap enough that now they're in. And once you're in, you're in.
Hmm.
All right. Oh, that's not what we want to start with.
Ooh. Oh, but it's pretty.
Let's start with this one.
Oh yeah, that's different
What is
than the
that?
first one. That is an eclipses.
You think? When that come around? Is that some new thing?
Yep, it's brand new. It never happened before. This year, this April will be the first one ever.
The first
I
eclipses ever.
no, but I will say that now when I close my eyes, I don't see the last little eclipse burned into my retinas anymore. So that's good.
Oh, it finally went away?
It went away a little while. It went away a while ago, but yeah, that sucked.
Yep.
It
So
was so stupid.
for the people that may not know, there is a full total eclipse coming April 8th.
Um, Not
And
for us, but for you, right? You get to see it.
yeah, yeah. And it's going to be like the last one that's going to be able to easily be viewed for like 50 to 70 years for the US. It
Mhm.
happens all the time, all around.
Yep.
If you want to go all around the world, you can get it all the time. But this is gonna be the last one, I think. I think it was 70 years or until 2070. It might be getting, so it might be 50. That's why I'm giving a range before it hits.
Maybe
Because the
we'll
next one
find
that
out for
hits
next.
U.S. is gonna be Alaska. So
Oh,
only Alaska. And then I think I saw New England. There's charts. We'll cover it here coming up.
oh, okay. Um,
Technically, where we're at, we're in the partial area, but all you have to do is drive 2.5 hours southeast and you'll get a full total. So if you go the line, if you want to start drawing a line, we'll look at the line. Oh, might as well just flip over to it. We can read
let's see.
the story. Let's see, slides. Is that the button I needed to hit? Nope. What one is it? I forget my buttons. This one.
Like, I don't know.
So there's where it's going. In the golden path, you will get the total eclipse. So it's going to go from, it looks like Dallas, Texas, and you're almost going to come up Indianapolis. Indianapolis is Indianapolis. I can't even say it. Indianapolis is right in the center. So is Cincinnati, or Cleveland. Cleveland is. Dayton is on the edge of it. So all we have to do is drive over to Sandusky is in part of it. So you don't have to go very far to get into the full total area from up in southern Michigan. Or you could go
Yeah,
over to
I'm
Detroit area, Canada. Ooh,
I'm a
that's
couple
gonna
days
be a
away.
good party. Niagara Falls. Eclipse at Niagara Falls. It looks like
Yeah,
it goes really close to there. You won't
and
have
I'll
total, but pretty close.
then I'll see you go over the waterfall in a bucket
Yeah, that would be interesting.
barrel.
But yep, this is the path, and it's at I believe 1:40 p.m. I'll have to check that. We'll find the exact date and time, but right now, just remember April 8th if you want to see your last time, probably in your lifetime, unless you travel, to really go after it. Some
I
people
think
say that
I saw the last one for like 2 or 3 years. I'm good.
you saw it for 2 or 3 years. Is that your recommendation? Is how to really embody
Yeah,
it, take it in?
yeah. If you don't want to miss anything, no, actually, don't look at it. Not with your bare eyes, unless you want to feel like a dummy.
So do you
And then
feel
tell everybody.
changed?
Um, I feel like uh, I should. I felt like I was smarter than to look at the sun, and I found out that I wasn't, and I had a constant reminder of how dumb I could be. So yeah, don't do that. Be smart.
Wear the glasses.
Yeah, wear the glasses. Yeah, don't be cheap. Wear the glasses.
Also,
We're
don't
saying
stick your phone up at it. It'll burn out your phone.
yeah, we googled that just
Or
to make
don't look
sure.
through your phone. That doesn't help either.
No,
Your phone
no,
doesn't count as a filter.
no.
I was just thinking of that. Uh,
Yep. Be safe with your eyeballs.
But do you feel enlightened? Do you feel touched by the gods? Do you worship it?
Nope. Nope.
No?
I don't. No.
Oh. Well, people have.
They have.
Yeah.
When? Tell me more.
Throughout history, we have been
Oh,
fascinated with eclipses.
eclipses.
Yeah. Eclipses.
Oh, jeez.
What?
Rick just walked by my window and he scared me half to death.
Did he give you a funny face or was it just a
No,
normal walk?
I just saw his feet. I just wasn't expecting it. I was just like, "Oh my gosh, what's in the yard?" Scared me. Sorry. That's what
Rick, if
how
you're
people felt
listening,
when they.
she thinks your feet are scary.
Yep, scariest feet I've ever seen.
Big feet.
Yep, yep, that was dumb. Sorry about that, folks.
In ancient Greece, Greeks believed an eclipse was a punishment and an abandonment. The English word eclipse is derived from the Greek eklipio. I don't even know. What do you think?
I think
Elec,
I'm gonna say I like the
eclipia,
way you said it the first time.
eclipio, but doesn't there's an L? Yeah, maybe.
You said it. You said it
Meaning
with that.
disappearance. The Greeks, or at least those who were uninvolved in the scientific community, believed an eclipse foretold the gods punishing, I say, the king.
Ooh.
In the
Who?
days leading up to an
King?
eclipse, they rounded up captives to substitute for the king.
Uh
Yeah. Well, the king's not going down. He's like, I'm in trouble. I gotta go get some other. I gotta get sacrifices.
oh. Yeah. Well, I guess. I mean, interesting.
And then it says, hoping that the king would escape the cosmic punishment after the eclipse, they executed the captives as a cautionary protection. Oh my
It
gosh.
seems you want to keep them around. So then,
Ah,
well,
that's bad. Ancient China. Chinese astronomers were able to predict eclipses by, well, at least they know now they're coming,
yeah.
by the explanation for the eclipse. But the explanation for the eclipses remained mythical for many centuries. According to the Chinese, the sun was eaten by a heavenly dog or dragon. The same dragon ate the moon during a lunar eclipse. The Chinese word for eclipse is derived from shi, meaning to eat. To ward off the celestial dragon, the Chinese believed that people should bang on drums, pots, and pans to frighten it away.
Like
This
a
folk tradition
like a bear.
persists. Like a bear, yes. This tradition still persists around the world today. In the Norse community, or Viking civilization, believed that the sun and the moon were pursued by two wolves, Hati and Skoll. Skoll and Hati tried to catch and eat the sun and the moon respectively. If Hati and Skoll both succeeded, it foretold Ragnarok, or the end of the
Oh,
world. As they did in China, the Viking people made noises to frighten the wolves and hasten the return of the sun or the moon.
I like it.
Inuit, the Inuit civilization, Inuit, maybe Inuit, yeah,
Yeah. Anyway.
Inuit. The Inuit civilization believed the sun and moon were siblings. Then would that when the world was created, they fought amongst themselves, and the sun, Melina, deserted her brother Anigen, the moon. Anigen pursued her, and when he caught her, he eclipsed her light. His pursuit also. My cat just ran into the window, face first.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's funny. He jumped up on this thing and it was like still going. So I heard him hit the screen. I looked over and I saw him bouncing back. It was funny. Like, all right, a little too hard. He went a little too hard on that jump.
That's awesome. Poor little kitty. Boing.
His pursuit also explained the cycles of the moon, as Anakin lost weight when he chased his sister. Okay.
Oh.
Ancient India. In the Hindu pantheon, found in much of ancient India, the demigod Rahu is responsible for eclipses. In a daring heist, Rahu took the nectar of immortality from the god Vishnu. Vishnu decreed that Rahu would lose his head. Rahu's head, still filled with the elixir, remained alive, while the body did not. Angry with the sun and the moon, who had told Vishnu to chop off his head, Rahu pursued them from across the sky. When he caught them, he would eat them, but only temporarily, as he had no arms to catch them and no stomach for them to rest in. And thus begin the chase once again. Wow, their story's pretty involved. You got
Awesome.
you got beheadings, you got headless
And
heads chasing the sun and the moon.
well,
No
that's the one that
stoning.
makes the most sense. He's like, he eats it and then it just comes right back out. Dang it. Maybe next time. Next time will work. I like that. The best so far.
The Mayans. How many people do we have? Okay, cool. We don't. I was like, man, there's like 30. Are we stuck in one of those 30 loops again?
Yeah.
Like for Christmas, where it's just like, okay, let's see how many of these we got. The Mayans tradition, star demons were responsible for eating the sun and the moon during. Why is everything just eating stuff? That's like the easiest
Well,
way to
that's what it
explain
looks
it.
like. It's like yeah,
Like
it's like
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man. Jinx. I guess it
Mayans.
wasn't
Well,
that.
that's where Pac-Man's inspiration came from. They're like,
Yeah.
let's just make
Meow,
this.
meow. Have you ever seen an eclipse? I've got a great idea
That's the
for a
pitch.
game.
All right. Glad they don't send you out on sales calls.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, no kidding.
The
Me too.
Mayans believed that the planets were star demons since they were visible in the sky during total eclipses. Imagery and stories depicted the demons as insects or snakes. The Landican and people whose descendants lived in the Mexican state of Chiapas believed that eclipses would cause the earth to split, releasing jaguars that would devour people and lay waste to the land.
Whoa.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah.
That was one of like they got some stuff going on in that one. Like
Yeah.
you're splitting the earth.
Yeah.
Like what's the explanation around that one? When was this?
Oh,
The
but
Mayans? They were
yeah.
smart people
I
too. They could travel the world.
yeah. Well, I do. I don't know. Like all the insects and snakes. Never mind. That's gross.
Yeah, but I mean like
Yeah.
they're discovering the ancient civilization wasn't so stupid as it was portrayed to
Oh
be.
yeah.
Like super, like we're not even talking just little advanced, like crazy advancedness.
Yeah.
And
But
so
you
the
know what's
Mayans were part of that.
mm,
So like for this to like for I'm cool with the rest of these, but splitting the Earth, what phenomenon? Because usually it's based in some sort of phenomenon, right?
yeah,
What? How do they
maybe
loop that in?
earthquake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you would have to see like they would have had to have like fissures open just because it's shaking. Or are they saying, oh, they were trying to get out and we stopped them?
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, that might be it. I might be okay with that.
Well, didn't they have a lot? The what cenotes or whatever you know the big I don't want to say they're big holes in the ground. I mean that's basically what they are. Sinkholes and stuff that were filled with water, and they would get their fresh water. But there was also like I feel like they used a lot of it for a lot of those for worshiping and a bunch of other stuff. So they had a lot to do with. It wasn't the Mayans and the Aztecs had a lot to do with like believed a lot in the underworld and what
Mm,
was down there.
okay. I didn't
Maybe.
know that. That they were smart. I mean, not saying they
Mm,
didn't believe in weird things. I'm just saying it's just they could have a pretty extensive belief system in things. They
mhm.
they were I would call them almost world North American rulers at one point or South American.
South American.
Yeah,
Yeah. They did one thing I can't I think it was the Aztecs. I watched this
Aztecs. Yeah,
thing and they were
they're
saying
coming
that
up. We
they
got them, and they're the closers. Let's see how theirs is different. But
yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
Well, this one cool thing that I learned is they didn't have now I'm nervous to say it out loud because I'm like, what if it wasn't true? But I did hear in a documentary that they hadn't discovered the wheel. So they had like roads and all these things, but they didn't have wheels.
They had
Like
squares
they
or
didn't.
triangles or something.
No, they just carried things,
I just carry
so
things.
they
Just
wouldn't
walked a
have
lot.
cart.
And
But
used
yeah, I
animals
mean,
probably.
yeah, but you think
Like
about like
actually saddlebags or something.
yeah, but you think about like how big their cities and stuff
Hmm.
were, and taking food around and stuff. It's
Yeah, we're not talking like
makes it
tens,
even more
30. We're
amazing.
talking millions of people. Like
Yeah.
this is like these cities from what we're what archaeologists are discovering now with ground penetrating lasers and stuff. Like they're discovering, oh crap, we had this all wrong. And people don't want to admit that they're wrong, so it'll take a little while, but yeah, mega cities. And so yeah, it's interesting that they didn't have possibly the invention of the wheel.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. They had been like seeing it the first time. They're like, this one guy's like, I told you guys! I told you! I tried showing you. This was my idea 5 years ago. And they're like, no, no, no. Yours never worked. Yours kept falling apart.
Yep.
All right, so we got two more, and then we'll take a quick break and finish one more article or something.
Okay.
I don't know. I kind of like the two last ones, but the next
We
two
can
are
skip
interesting. No, the
if we
next
can save
two,
them
like
for
the
next.
next one, yeah, we could save it, but we'll see. Bat, bat, Batambula, the Batamala, Batamala. That was a mumble. In a
Yeah, I have.
departure from most, how? What were you gonna go with?
I've been waiting to see how you were gonna say it.
She's like, trap set. Let's see
Yeah.
what happens. This is one of her articles too. Like the rest of them, she's like, yeah,
I'm like,
he'll be good on 1 through 6, but wait till he gets to number 7.
yeah, I'm
Batan.
like, Darcy,
Wait,
quit
let's see.
talking.
Batam Malbla, Malba, Malba, Batam Libla, Bat. Now I can't even get it all together. Wow. It,
Malaba,
Malaba.
Batam.
Batamabla.
Yeah.
Batambla. 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 I'm gonna go with that one. Batambla. A departure for most eclipse myths, the Batambla people of Benin and Togo believe that eclipse represents a time to bring peaceful resolution to disputes. Oh, this is the best one of them all.
Oh, that's nice.
Four mother, like what happened to these? No wonder we don't know these people. They were taken out real quick. They're like peace, peace,
Peace
peace.
and love.
Yep, they
Oh
got
my
taken
goodness.
out by whoever wasn't peace. Yeah,
Everybody else.
everyone else. Four mothers, Kyoko and the Puka Puka, were so furious with squabbling villagers they extinguished the sun and the moon to frighten them. Contrite, the people stopped fighting and gave one another offerings. Oh, so they build up all their anger and then they're like, oh, they're telling us to stop. Everybody's got to be nice again. That's
I
interesting.
like that. I like that. Like, what is that, like timeout?
Yep, time out.
You don't get the sun
Every
or the moon.
70 years. We're dependent because they didn't travel, so
Mm,
probably even less. It would have been a lot of partials, probably.
mhm.
That's probably why I would always look like I was eating.
They're like, I'm gonna count to 3. Those are the partial eclipses.
That's
One.
funny. In the ancient Aztec civilization, an eclipse presented the possibility of the end of the world. If the solar eclipse with an earthquake ever fell on the date 4 Olin, it would be heralded as the end. It would herald the end of the world. Since the Aztecs were skilled astronomers, they knew that an eclipse would not occur on 4 Olin until the 21st century. 4 Olin. If the eclipse was complete, they believed the demons of darkness would destroy the earth. The Aztec myth, blood sacrifices were necessary to ward off disaster. Aztec myth also holds that eclipses are dangerous for pregnant women, a superstition that persists in some parts of the world today. So don't be
Weird.
pregnant during an eclipse.
That also feels like, well, I don't want to say anything bad about people's cultural beliefs. I was gonna.
Yeah, let's just button that one. So, interesting. Very interesting. A lot of reoccurring themes. Pretty much the
Mhm.
same thing over and over. Death, destruction, things eating things.
Yeah, except for one.
Except for
Where it's
one.
just like,
Except for one of a tribe that we can't pronounce. We don't know anything about them. They never existed
yeah,
according to
we,
history.
yeah, but we like what they're bringing to the table.
Yeah, that's why they were taken out because they were talking about reasonable things, love and peace, and like,
But
nope, that doesn't
they
work in
might
this
not.
world.
You're hilarious. What? They probably weren't taken out. They're like, there's no way that they're still here. We're putting it out there right now.
The Illuminati took them
You heard
down.
it.
I'm telling
You
you.
heard it here first, folks.
Let's see. Let's see what region of the world they're from. Hold on. We're gonna investigate, and then we're gonna take our break. Cause now we're invest. Oh wait, I had one more slide. Dang it. There we go. The
Oh,
cities
there it
that
is.
you. While you can examine where would be good places to review, I'm gonna go look to see if there's anything of these people. Uh, map. I need a map. Where were these people from? Wow. I need to start reading ancient maps
How you do?
because some of these are just like, what's going on? I got them in India. Are they over there? I don't see that being it. I might not be able to figure out where they're from. Is that Africa? I got like Africa. I got an
Yeah.
island. I got like 10 different places where these people could be from. All right, guess we're not gonna find out. That'll be for another day.
I'm looking. How do you spell it again? Oh wait, I got it right here. Duh.
Totally Genghis. They are the Tamari people. Are they're also known. They got a lot of different names. Um, they have famous two-story houses. Animalists. Where are they located? Where's their location? Where is their location? Founding, traditional religion. Hmm. Right? They're hard to find.
They're hard to find.
I'm gonna go with these people. So, is anybody planning on
Oh,
going and seeing the eclipse? Huh, oh, did you find them?
um, it is in Africa. Whoa.
In a different Africa, though, right?
What do you mean?
In like Pangea, Africa. That's what I was seeing at one point.
uh,
No, southern. It looks like I saw a spot over
it's
to
near.
the
Oh, it's between Ghana and Nigeria. There's
yeah, over to
a
the
country of
west side of it,
Togo,
right?
and then
Over
here.
on the west side of the country. But
Yes.
yeah,
Yep.
interesting.
Yes, it is.
So the
Very
peaceful African people were like, peace, peace, peace.
interesting. Yeah. Yep.
But then the warlords took over. We're like,
Yep.
no.
As they do.
All right,
No.
no.
All right. Quick.
Quick,
Quick break. Break
quick,
time.
quick stirs.
Yep. All right. And I gotta get these two out of here.
viewers want more. I have spoken. So, I don't know. I think. What do you think, Craig? You think it's a once in a lifetime event, or eclipse doesn't really matter? What do you guys think, chat? No thoughts? Chat's quiet today. Guess they're not thrilled by the eclipses. Eclipses. It's meh. Brooke thinks it's cool, but you aren't impressed. Are you impressed by a volcano? Are you impressed by... I don't know. What are you impressed by that's a natural phenomenon that doesn't happen? A comet? Does a comet impress you? Or is it just accepted since science knows what it is and debunked it? Yeah, volcano, comet, scary. Earthquakes? We don't get earthquakes. Does an earthquake impress you?
What?
Nothing. Craig says he's not impressed by the by the eclipse.
Oh, that's okay. Oliver stepped on my foot.
It's dark. I've seen that. You're like, I get that every day. Oh my gosh. Oh
You
my
weren't. You
gosh.
didn't look at it right.
He's like, it's dark. I might fall asleep. I'll be
They're over pretty fast.
confused. You don't know Craig and is sleeping. He's
Oh,
like, oh, it's 7:15, time for bed.
oh,
He's like you,
yeah.
not a
It's
nighttime
more like
person.
Rick. No, I am not a nighttime person.
Rick's
And
a
well,
Rick's a 7:15er.
yeah,
Early to
but
bed,
then he
early
wakes
to
up like
rise.
no.
Oh,
He'll
he
he'll
wakes up.
sleep for a couple hours and then he'll be awake all the middle of the night and then he goes back to sleep. My foot.
Ooh, that'd be cool. Golfing in the eclipse. All right, what do we got next? We have the sunsies, the dead spacies, or X-ray visionies, or shapesies. Where are we gonna go?
Um. Well, there was one that you said that you were super interested in. Let's do that
The
one.
shapesies,
I think
and
so.
then call it a day.
Yeah.
The shapesies had like a million pictures. Oops,
Pictures.
pictures, pictures. All right,
Let's
so
do it.
now we gotta skip over to the shapesies. Oh, that one was interesting. I always wonder how they do that. We might
Hey,
go backwards.
there was the bowls. USF, my school.
The what?
One of those pictures had, yeah. Is that from USF?
What?
The
How
picture
do
on the
how do you
left,
know?
there's like, well, there's that the on the left
This
in
little
front of the tripod.
squiggle?
Yeah, that's their mascot picture for USF. Is it not?
Is that a watermark? Or is that a screen thing? I don't know what
Um,
that is. Isn't it how to see behind it? I don't know what. I'm not sure what's
I don't
going
know.
on.
It looked like the Bulls logo at
It
the
could be.
USF logo.
Yeah, I don't know. Interesting. I just thought it was a squiggle, but it looks weird.
Hmm,
All
I'll have to
right.
find it.
What do you think we're going to talk about geometry?
Oh, oranges. I
Did
don't
you know that shapes are everywhere?
know. What? Yeah, I did. I did know that.
And geometry can shape our world in unexpected but useful ways?
I did not know that.
This branch of math can solve all sorts of problems, from apple stacking to creative effective vaccines. To creating effective vaccines. Creative, huh?
I think they're both the same. They're not the same, but I think
For centuries, mathematicians have studied geometry problems, often just for what they saw as the beauty of math, but many may find it hard to see the appeal of or everyday uses of such math. But modern geometry is full of problems both beautiful and useful. They range from visualizing an unimaginable geometric shape that does not even have a real world application yet, to studying shapes of viruses, which could help scientists develop new vaccines.
I think it's the first part of that that makes it really hard for people like myself.
Have you ever noticed how oranges are stacked in the store?
Hmm.
A grocer knows that the most attractive and stable arrangement is a pyramid. But a German scientist also noted, oh, uh, they suspected pyramid stacking was superior, but a German scientist also noted that he couldn't prove it. Many mathematicians may never live to see the confirmation of their discoveries. In this case, nearly 400 years for mathematicians. It took nearly 400 years for mathematicians to confirm the stacking theory, and for their proof now has their proof now has applications that extend well beyond grocery stand. For instance, this concept has helped scientists improve radio communications. How? Scientists
Yeah.
use the orange stacking concept to tightly pack various messages onto radio transmissions. Think of each message as an orange. The technique suggests how they can be bundled together efficiently without overlapping. This helps maximize information flow, which has far reaching impacts. For instance, it ensures that long range communications, such as those done by satellites, are less noisy and garbled.
That is mind-boggling. I don't get it. I mean, I that's interesting. I didn't know you could do that with sound, with radio transmission.
You know, we live in a 3D world. Did you know that?
Um, I mean, most
Do you know what
people
that
do.
means?
It means that it's perspective, pers- perspective. I don't know. It's where you can be like, hey, that's far away, and then this is up close.
It
If it's
means we
2D,
can move in
everything.
3 dimensions: left,
Oh,
right, forward, backward, and up and down.
oh, with 4D
I don't know. In and out of pockets.
inward.
We
What?
don't know. You got water spraying on your face at those 4D. Um, oh, they're challenging. Yeah, the challenge is to imagine what a 4D structure would look like. Spheres, such as oranges, cubes, cones, can all be described by measurements in 3 dimensions. That is their height, width, and depth. But what would geometry for a fourth dimension be? It's called a convex real projective structure. To visualize things in higher dimensions than we experience, like a fourth dimension, geometers use what's known as projection. They take points on an object in space and then map these points onto different space in lower dimensions. Actually, I remember studying this in math. Um, think of a notebook, which exists in 3 dimensions. It has a height, width, and depth. What happens if you hold that notebook above a flat surface and shine a light down on the book? This will cast a rectangular shadow underneath. The notebook shadow is 2 dimensional, or 2D. It only has height and width. So the shadow does not provide a direct image of the 3D notebook, but looking at the 2D notebook shadow from different directions can reveal information about the book's third dimension. Likewise, looking at 3D shadows of imagined 4D objects can offer insight into what objects look like in the fourth dimension.
This is totally making me hard to focus. It's like every geometry class I ever had. I loved math, and geometry like would make me shut down. Beep, boop, boop.
They
Oh
printed
gosh.
out the resulting structure with a 3D printer. This required writing computer code or software to build their production. That code converted thousands of points from the 4D structure into a format that 3D printer could understand. The code essentially messaged those data in a way that allowed the printer to churn out a 3D representation of the 4D structure. What would that look like? This. That's a 4D structure,
Oh.
or at least how we visualize it in 3D. Great thing about modern computing is that you have all these visualization tools. Without it, they couldn't write code that told the printer what to do. From bath tiles to a better robo vacuum. Take any triangle, try doodling to see if you can fill a piece of paper with lots of triangles, each having the same shape. You must fill the surface completely and there can be no overlaps or gaps between the triangles. Now try doing the same thing with a four-sided shape, such as a square. Were you successful? Mathematicians have proved that you can tile a surface snugly using triangles and four-sided shapes. Ah. The natural follow-up was to see if you could also do it with a pentagon, a five-sided shape. Believe it or not, this question has puzzled mathematicians for more than a century. So they found a few that can fully tile, which means then all the shapes could fit nicely. So what's the value in this? Finding tiles that fit so closely together. How about making better robotic vacuums? Roombas and other squat, round, self-propelled dust and lint busters don't reach all the floor's nooks and crannies. That's why engineers are looking to program a robot that can simply apply tiling theory to floor cleaning. Their goal? Help design cleaning paths that let those automatic cleaners clean every bit of the floor. How nature uses geometry. Does nature use geometry?
Yes.
It does. How?
Um, I don't know. Tell me. Tell me how.
Viruses,
Okay.
spider webs, honeycombs,
Ooh.
snowflakes, cells, seashells are neat, orderly shapes that can be found throughout nature. Viruses come in different standard shapes or geometries, and many viruses share certain similarities in shape. Wow, lots of S's. Scientists use those similarities to group into families. This helps researchers relate new viruses to existing ones. It also helps scientists predict how viruses will behave in a cell it affects. It can even help predict how vaccines might target particular viruses. One common structure is this one. Each of the 20 sides of an isochedral icosahedral capsid is made up of proteins. Those proteins are packed tightly in similar ways, filling up structures, triangular faces. These faces repeat themselves over and over across the whole outer surface of the capsid. So, if you want to get into virus study, you're going to learn all about shapes.
I like it. Good luck out there, geometers. What is that? What they were called?
Yeah, geometers.
You can do it. Figure it out. Hmm. That was
No,
interesting.
I didn't go to it. There it is.
Oh. Oh yeah,
Thought it
it's
was
so
one.
cute. It's like like an eclipse.
Yeah, remember how if you can't see it, it doesn't exist, Craig? What? It must have been his
I
four-dimensional comment. We see it. We see them. We call them aliens.
I've never seen Craig, so he doesn't exist.
Oh.
Zing. Just kidding.
That's a good way to lose a subscriber fast. I don't
Yeah,
see you,
he's
but you're
not a
here.
subscriber. He's a
Moderator?
moderator.
He's a subscriber too. Maybe he's just a bot. Maybe he's not anybody. Maybe he's not a he.
No,
Maybe he's a computer program
maybe that you created,
with
like a
AI.
weird science with a
Ooh,
bra on your head.
weird science.
That would be that would be awesome if you and a buddy created Craig. That's a good movie. I feel like I was gonna say I feel like watching it, but I don't. I changed my mind immediately. I'll just remember it how it went.
Yup, imaginary friend. Never wants to do
It's
anything.
yeah.
Always
he
busy
jo-
with his discs.
well, he does join us every week, and so that's very nice, along with Patricia. So it's very nice to have
Oh,
our our viewers.
I guess it's nice having people chat with us. Considering I was making comments, it was 0 at the beginning. So,
And we have 5 views.
and they were all ready to go. Oh, and we have a chat rate now. Well, I've never seen that number change from
Alright.
0 because Craig's just pounding them. Come on, Craig,
Good job.
come on, chatbot, keep boosting us, boost us, boost us. He's just in it for the games. He's like, when's those games gonna start
I
back up?
know the games are fun. We'll have to do that again sometime.
Yep. With our
For
evening
all the
show,
beans.
so Jeff can sleep in.
Oh my gosh.
And then Darcy will sound
Uh,
drunk because
Yep.
she's a
No
heavy
one.
drinker.
No one would. That's not true.
I know.
I mean, I can be, but I'm
It
not.
can be. That doesn't.
I,
It's just tiredness.
yeah.
It's pure
Yeah.
tiredness.
No, last night we ended up going out to eat because Rick had a birthday this week. His birthday was this week, and then he just got a job, so we went out to eat last night, and I decided to get a drink, and I wasn't paying attention. I was like, oh, it's some fruity drink that looks delicious. Um, and I didn't realize until after I ordered it, uh, it was a margarita. And I've never been a fan of
Wait,
margaritas. I
what?
do like tequila. Yeah, I
How
got a
did how
drink and
did
it
you
was
order something and not know what it was? Like, how
well,
did you ask for it
it
and
it
not?
was called a Jamaican cowboy. And
Okay,
so the
okay.
list of ingredients was rum. I mean, it sounded very
It
fruity,
doesn't
which is
sound
why I
like
wanted it.
a
It was
margarita.
rum, exactly. Rum, I think there was pineapple juice in it, peach schnapps. Like, and so and then it said a little bit of margarita mix. And I was like, oh, well, that's fun, some more. But after I got it, and I was like, oh
It's
shoot,
fun.
this is a margarita. And then I looked back at the menu, and it was right under this huge banner that said margaritas. I was like, oh yeah, that should have been my first clue that this was a margarita. And so I could only drink like a quarter of it because um,
Heartburn.
as no, I do enjoy tequila, and
Jamaican cowboy.
I'm one of those people that absolutely
I'm just thinking
all
about
I
that in the
wanted.
restaurant. That is pretty cool. I want a Jamaican cowboy, and then I was picturing what a Jamaican cowboy would look like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hilarious.
that was
And
good.
so yeah, but yeah, it was so I couldn't drink very much of it because I didn't want to be a horrible person, and I also didn't want to feel sick today. But anyway.
Jamaican cowboy.
So I am not a heavy drinker. I didn't even drink half of a margarita last night. But I didn't complain and I didn't send it back. It was my own.
I'm a heavy drinker
Yeah.
of coffee.
You're hilarious.
At least the peanut gallery chimed in at the very end.
Yeah.
Our sound effects were pretty silent the whole time until the
I
very
know.
end.
Well, I was like, man, I wish I had some like, um, I, there was some that I needed. I mean, none
You
of
know,
them
when you're
really
waiting for me in
recorded.
the morning, you could be prepping extra sound effects.
Yeah, but that's my time to
Warm up. Do all the other
yeah,
stuff. Do the YouTube and the web page now.
no, yeah, no. Finally helping out. No, yeah, I'm still kind of waking up, drinking coffee.
Oh,
Totally not
no.
fair.
She's
Jeff does
cracking the
all the
whip.
work
She's
around
sending
here.
me messages and saying, "Get up. You slept in too
Yeah.
long."
sometimes, sometimes I do that.
All
Today I
right.
didn't.
Everybody remember, guess what happens tonight? Do. Time change.
What? Shut up.
Yeah, I thought it was tonight.
That's not true, is it?
Yeah,
Oh
right? Come on,
no.
chat. Back me up, chat. I mean, I know we're flying out the messages. We got a chat rate of 0 again.
No, March 10th. Oh, son of a. I was like,
I
it's
love that
next
that was
weekend. No, wait,
classic.
that's today.
Yeah, it was like, no, it says March 10th. Yep. Spring those clocks forward. You're gonna lose an hour. It's gonna be when you wake up. It's gonna be an hour later.
I just started trying to wake up earlier. So,
Now you gotta back it
dang
up
it.
even earlier.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Dang it. That messes up my whole. Oh well, whatever. I quit. I'm sleeping in. I'm starting late from now on.
Oh,
All right.
let's
Well,
let's let's start a new trend. Developers start at noon and end at 5. Noon to 5.
yes, I can do that. I can do that for sure. I'd still probably start late.
Up at 3 a.m.
No way, Jose.
Nope.
Yeah, that's
I went to bed at 3 a.m.
not me. I went to bed at 10:30 and I got up at 4:30.
Bed at 6 now. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we're just spiraling into nothingness.
Yeah.
Let's
Yep.
wrap this show.
Let's wrap it up. It's getting late.
Wrap it up with a bow.
Yep, we did it.
Spike the basket. Kick
Mhm.
the touchdown.
Yep, we did it.
We did it.
It's been real and it's been fun.
And it's been real not fun.
Hmm.
Oh, wait. That wasn't part of the words? Dang it.
You just said it wrong. It's been real and it's been fun, but it has not been real fun.
No,
So
I know.
stop.
All right. Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful
Bye.
springy forward weekend.
Yeah. Yep. Enjoy it if you can.